Matrices, two-dimensional arrays,
Yes, sir.
transposing of a matrix. Not completed.
Transpose కాలేదు సార్.
Okay, transposing కాలేదు, sum of diagonal elements కూడా కాలేదు. Okay, I will close that two-dimensional array and I will start the strings today. Strings started. Yes, Giant. Addition of matrices, multiplication of matrices completed, right?
Yes, sir.
Transposing of a matrix not completed. What is transposing of a matrix?
Rows change to columns.
Yes, rows will be columns and columns will be rows after transposing. Right? That is very simple. Yeah, I will explain my execution of the one simple program. I need to record. How many of you joined? Still 20 only. Okay, recording. Yes, transposing of a matrix. How to transpose a matrix? Just simply change the columns and rows. First initialize, declare one matrix of, you can take 3, 3 or 10, 10, whatever. If you take the 10, 10, you can take maximum. Matrix A, right? And I is for index of row, is index of column, row is number of rows, C is R is the number of rows, C is the number of columns. Next, you take the one more matrix to store the transpose matrix. B is the transposing of a matrix A, right? Yes, as usual, enter the order of the matrix, enter the values of number of elements, reading elements from the keyboard and displaying the elements, and then I will copy this. Yes, printf. Friends, please do follow. Enter the order of matrix. Order of the matrix. Order of the matrix. Right? What is the order? Scanf. Centrally, percentile, ampersand of R, percent of C. Out of the matrix, right? Number of rows and number of columns. Next, enter the percentage values to matrix A. Again, printf. Enter values into matrix A. How many number of elements you need to enter? R into C number of elements you need to enter, because R by C matrix order. Now enter the order of percentile values into matrix A. Next, how to read elements, number of elements, taking two for loops. Nested for loops for I equals to 0, I less than or I plus plus. Again, one more for loop. J equals to 0, J less than C, J plus plus. Scanf. You know how to read the elements. Scanf percentile D percentile D ampersand of P of I J. Understood, students? How to read the elements? Two for loops and reading the elements. This is separate. Enter the elements and the reading number of elements. How to enter? Right? Enter in the order and enter the. Next, how to display the array elements? Whatever elements entered, printf elements of matrix A are in the form of matrix. Elements of matrix A are is the two for loops. For loops. For same I equals to 0, I less than number of rows, I plus plus. For J equals to 0, J less than number of columns, J plus plus. Right? Then printf entirely backslash T. Right? Here 5J. Again, printf to get the rows in the next line, each row in the next line. That's it. Okay, displaying now these are the elements of matrix. Displaying the array elements I equals to 0, I less than I plus plus. For J equals 0, J. Why we am taking this for loop printf after displaying this elements in the ones of J equals 0, J equals each row will be coming after completing each row. This printf backslash and then next line row will be in the next line. Next, displaying. Now, how to change rows and columns? Again, use the two for loops. Rows and columns for I equal to 0, I less than C. I less than rows will be columns, columns will be rows. That's why I less than C. You take that, not instead of row, because we are changing rows into columns, columns into rows. For J equals to 0. Now tell me J less than R. That is the logic. You are changing rows and columns, right? Then B of store the A of ij values into B of ji values into A, whatever. B of ij equals to A of ji. Just swap. Then close this. Just swapping, that's it. Rows will be columns and columns will be rows. Then display the transpose matrix. How to display? Same like how to display transpose matrix? For I equal to C, J equal, same. Copy this one. Yes, remove this one. Same rows and columns. Printf percentile as the B of ij. If you want to take rows and columns, you take the ji. It's better. Right? Next. Printf. That's it. Right? Displaying the transpose matrix elements like this. You want right? Printf after transposing matrix A is printf after transposing matrix A is that's it. Transposing, we are displaying them. The transposing elements, these are the steps to transpose, right? These last steps are to transpose the elements. Transposing of the matrix, we are displaying the transposing matrix, right? How to read, how to display, how to declare, everything is, I gave the syntax, right? Transposing matrix, see this. Oh, F, I, J, R, C, comma. Yeah, we missed this one here. Closing of this, miss. Right? Everything is same. Yeah, enter the order of the matrix. 2 by 3 matrix I want to take. Order. 2 by 3, how many elements? 6 elements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First row 1, 2, 3 because two rows and 3 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is and 3 by 2 order. After transposing matrix A. Yes, enter the order of the matrix 2, 3, 2 by 3. 1, 2, 3 in the first row and 4, 5, 6 in the second row. Elements of the matrix A are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After transposing matrix A is 1, 2, 3 is the first column, 4, 5, 6 is the second column. Rows will be columns, and this is 3 by 2 matrix. Understood, students? Copy this and execute. Just transposing matrix. Very simple. Just declaration of the matrices. I is for index for row, J is for index for column, R is number of rows, and C is number of columns. B is the transpose matrix. To display a transpose matrix, that is B. And enter the order of the matrix. Just kind of %L, ampersand or ampersand C. Enter % values into matrix A. Just reading of elements into matrix. Depends on number of rows and number of columns. Number of rows into number of columns. Reading, taking 2 nested for loops. Displaying the elements. Then transposing the matrix. How to transpose? A of ij equals to B of ji. Right? This one. If you take columns, rows, like this. If you want rows and columns, Bij equals to Aij. If you want to take this, your choice. Because column, number of columns, just copying. And after transposing the matrix, displaying the matrix is this one. These are the steps. Understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Copy this. Yeah. Copy this one, transposing the matrix. This is transposing of a matrix. Next. Given matrix is symmetric or not? What is a symmetric matrix? Any one of you?
Number of rows is equals to number of columns. A transpose is equals to
A transpose equals to
A.
Yeah, symmetric matrix. Very good. Who is that?
Sai Kumar.
Like right. A transpose equal to A, that is called symmetric matrix. A transpose equal to minus A,
Symmetric.
very good. Symmetric. We know that. No need to explain that. You can write directly. Can I execute C program? If you want, I will show. The date is 3rd August. Symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix. Suppose if A transpose equal to A, then A is called symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix. Right? Example, tell me any example. If A equals, there is actually all the square matrix only symmetric matrices. You know that? Rectangle matrix cannot be symmetric. This is 1. Symmetric matrix, you need to take here 1. 3 by 3 matrix I am taking. Or simply you take the 2 by 2 matrix first and then you take. Any 2 by 2 matrix, show that. Yeah, A equals to 2, whatever. 3, 3. Suppose if you take 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 4. Yeah. What is A transpose? What is A transpose? Rows will be columns 2, 3 again. 3, 4. So A transpose equal to A. Right? 1, 0, 0, 1. Identity matrix. If you take 3 by 3 matrix, A equals to 1, 2, 2. 3, 3, 5, 4, 4, 8, whatever. Is it symmetric? Is it symmetric? Find the A transpose. Rows will be columns and columns. 1, 2, 3. I'm taking first row and the first column. Again, second row as a second column. 2, 8, 4. Right? Third row, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. Got the same matrix? Same. So A transpose equals to A only. This is A. So this is symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix. How to write the C program? This is symmetric matrix. Let's see. Transposing matrix. This symmetric matrix. C. Yeah. Write a program in C to check whether this matrix is symmetric or not. Right? So students, take the 2 matrices A, B, R, C, columns, rows, enter the order and displaying the matrix. Reading of elements into right? Whenever you are reading the elements, no need to take flower bracket. If you take the flower bracket, no problem. But whenever you want to display elements into row wise, you need to take the flower brackets. More flower brackets. Elements of matrix A, displaying this. Right? See this. Next, transposing the matrix. Same AJ, same whatever are there, and or transposing matrix A. Everything is same up to this. Next, if A of ij equal to B of ij, A of ij equal to B of ij, continue. After matrix is symmetric. In the printf, the matrix is symmetric. Else printf not a symmetric matrix. Understood, students? Just compare the elements one by one. Corresponding elements. A of ij equal to B of ij. Right? After transposing. A of ij equal to Bfij, else printf not a symmetric matrix. Never you compare. See this. Enter the order of the matrix. Suppose 2 by 2 matrix. Enter the elements. 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 3. Is it symmetric matrix? 1, 2, 2, 3. Again? Yes, matrix is symmetric. 1, 2, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 2, 3. If you change the rows and columns, you got same. Right? Yeah. Again, 2 by 2 matrix. Right? Elements of matrix A. Again, 1, 2, 3. Is it symmetric matrix? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Not a symmetric. Oh, not a symmetric matrix. Not you are getting more. There's some error is there. I need to correct it. Both the elements are equal. That is, matrix is symmetric. If not, one element is. It's not a symmetric matrix. But why 2 times it is? One minute. See this. Transposing matrix. And then two by two matrix. Oh. Students, I will see. Small modifications needed. I will remove this. By 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 times it is. Two by two matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4. Getting 2 times. E of ij equal to B of ij. You write like this, not equal. Not equal, instead of continue. Break and change. Break, matrix is not symmetric. Change small modifications. 2 by 2. You can change both your way. 2 by 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Oh, it's symmetric matrix. Whenever both are not equal, I'm getting wrong. Yeah, I will see 1 second, students. I will see the program. Okay. This is a small modification we needed. Right? Students, how many of you joined? Only 38. Yeah? Okay, I will see that Symmetric and not a symmetric matrix. Any modification? The sum of the diagonal elements. Sum of the diagonal elements. I will change this. Sum of the diagonal elements. Understood the transposing of a matrix? Sum of the diagonal elements. Elements of matrix, square matrix. Sum of the diagonal elements. Sum of the diagonal elements of a matrix. Yeah. How to calculate? Minus sum of the diagonal elements in a matrix. The same like, see this. Take the one matrix. No need two matrices. This is, you don't want this one. Single matrix you need to take. Rows and columns are needed. And also take the sum. Variable sum. Printf enter the order of the matrix A. Same. Rows and columns. Print enter values of matrix A. Same. Enter the elements of matrix A. Same R into C. We needed. Enter. Printf elements of matrix A are displaying the elements of matrix A. Displaying the elements of matrix A. How to display? Then after displaying this, read and display the elements. Just all these are same for all the programs. Now remove this one. Displaying elements of matrix A. After displaying this, I'm removing this. Yeah. Reading and displaying the elements. Next, what is next? Next, sum equal to 0, right? If you want to write. Sum equal to 0. Initially, if you take the sum equal to 0, then if row equals to column, R equal to C only. R equal to C only, you can take the diagonal. If R equal to C, again, then write the two for loops. Diagonal, left to diagonal, right? I will show. For equals to 0, I less than or number of rows, I plus plus. Next, j equal to 0, j less than c, j plus plus. Loops. Next, yeah, in that, if I plus j, index of row plus j equals to 0, or I plus j equals to 2, we all even our indices are I plus j equals to 4, or I plus j equals to 6, or I plus j equals to 8. All this 4 plus 4. If you take the 4 by 4 also, you can take up to 10. Then sum equals to sum plus a of ij. Left to right, top left to bottom right, one diagonal, top right to bottom left, all diagonals. I will show that. Right? This is now after this display the sum elements. Yeah. If r equals 0, we don't close this. If r equals 0, then printf sum of diagonal elements is percentile d. This also backslash. Not if case is over. Enter. Right? We close this. Else, printf. The square matrix only it is possible. Printf. Addition of diagonal is not possible. Addition of diagonal elements is not possible. Am I correct? If else over. No, don't want this one. The indentation, how many open, how many closed. This is else is for after if. If else, right? Then this over. See. Enter the order of the matrix. 3 by 3. Right? 3 by 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tell me what is the order? What is the sum of the diagonal elements? Sum of diagonal elements is 25. 1, 5, 9, 3, 7 also. 3, 7. Whenever this is 0, 0, I will show in this. I will show this. We take the matrix. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 3 elements. This is 0, 1 to index. Here 0, 1, 2. Now tell me, whenever 0, 0 is 0, you have 0, 0. I plus I, j. If I plus j equals to 0 or 1, 1 only, 1, 1 only, it will become 2. I plus j equals to 2 or other if you take 1, 2, 3, that's odd number. 2 plus 2 is I plus j equals to 4 or a of 3, 3. That is 6. I plus j equals to 6. But up to only this one. This is 0 plus 2. 1 plus 1 or 0 plus 2 also you will get 2. This element 3. 0 plus 2. This is also 0 plus 2, 7. So these two also will be added to 3 and 5. So this 1 0 plus 0 1 a of 0 0 1 a of 0 0 is added, a of 1 1 is added, a of 2 2. But a of 0 2, this is also a of 0 2 also will be added. A of 0 2 also, a of 2 0 also, it will sum is 2. That's why these 2 elements also will be added. So sum will be now 1 plus 5 plus 9 plus 3 plus 7, 10 plus 15, 25 will get. You got this? Here. Sum. Just say this. 3 by 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 5, 9. That is 15. 3 plus 7, 10. That is 25. Got it. Sum of the diagonal elements. It's very simple. That's why I've taken I plus j equal to 0. I plus. Right? 2. 2 ante 0 plus 2 gaani, 2 plus 0 gaani, 1 plus 1. Ee 3 తీసుకున్నది కాబట్టి right skew diagonal also you can take. Left skew diagonal, right skew diagonal also you can take. That's it. Right? All the elements are added. It is added 1 plus 1 also add one time. That's it. 1 plus 1 equal to 0 plus 2 is 2. That's it. That's added. Otherwise, addition of the matrix is not possible. I'll show that one also. Yeah, I will take the non-square matrix, 6 values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 by 3 matrix. This is, it's not possible. Addition of diagonal elements is not possible. That's it. We can't add. If it is square matrix only, you can add the diagonal elements. Right, students? Okay, understood? Am I audible, students? Nara?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Please respond sometimes, because otherwise I'll get confused. Students are not listening. Right? This is about some of the diagonal elements. This is some of the any matrices like see my notes. This needed some of diagonal elements and transposing of matrix, some of diagonal elements, symmetric matrix. You can check these three after addition and multiplication. Along with I already told you in first one-dimensional array, bubble sort, selection sort. What are they? Bubble sort, selection sort, linear search, binary search, and quadratic equations. In the exam, I started correction. Quadratic equation, students taken discriminant greater than 0 and discriminant less than 0. What about discriminant equal to 0? Most of you not taken that part, but have taken roots are equal. But the output is have written roots are equal. How can you write roots are equal? Are you getting, students? In the exam, I asked that quadratic roots of the quadratic equation. You need to take 3 cases, right? Whenever roots are equal, R1 equals minus b by 2 into a, R2 equals minus b by 2 into a. That we forgot. Most of you forgot that. I evaluated up to 10 or 15 papers. I evaluated, but most of you not taken that roots are equal. Roots d greater than 0, d less than 0. Roots are imaginary. Roots are real and distinct. That third case you have not taken. You take that one also in the external exams or in future any exam, right, students? Okay. Yeah, this is about 2-dimensional array. This is about 2-dimensional array, students.
Sir.
Right. Next. Yeah. Character array. Character is part of arrays only. Character array also called strings. Character arrays, strings. This is last part in the second unit, but I completed third unit. All 5. This linear search, binary search, bubble sort, selection sort, and quadratic equation. Before internal, I completed those 5 also very important. Once it is all these things completion, I'll go to the functions directly. The second part of third unit. Yeah. Declaration of how to declare the arrays, one-dimensional array, students. How to declare? How to declare one-dimensional array? How to read one-dimensional array? How to initialize one-dimensional array? How to display one-dimensional array elements? Students?
Name.
Following?
Name of the and
Declaration very simple. Name of the declaration is very simple. Int array name, int space array name, and size. That's one-dimensional array. Same like one-dimensional array, you can write the strings. Right? See this. C does not support. Declaration of. One minute. Yeah. Strings. This is character array or strings. Character array or strings. How to declare? Strings. Completing the matrices, right? See this. Strings also called character arrays. Definition. What is a string? How to declare? How to write the strings? I explained in the starting classes. Strings. Students. In C language, the group of characters, digits, symbols enclosed within double quotes. Quotation marks are called string. Double quotes. Right? Strings are written in double quotes. Whether they may be characters, digits, symbols, whatever, enclosed within the quotation marks. Strings, I explained this. Strings, you will write. You will write strings like this in double quotes. Any string has special symbols. Strings, you will write A, B, C, D. Or you write 1A, 2C like this, or special dollar like this. All these are strings. If you write single character in single code, you write single code, not the numbers. If you write the 1 is also in that, this is also character. You take the character, right? Right? See this. In C language, the group of characters, digits, symbols enclosed within quotation marks are called as strings. The string is always declared as character arrays. Yeah, strings are always character arrays. There is no difference between almost declaration. All these are same like arrays, but we'll take the strings. In other words, character arrays are also called strings. That's it. To manipulate text as such as words, sentences, normally strings are used. To manipulate the text, use the strings. Yeah, one more. Every string is terminated with the \0. That is called in a single code \0. That is called null character. Every string is terminated with \0 in single code. That is called null character. Every string is terminated with a null character. The null character is a byte with all bits at logic zeros. All 8 bits. 1 byte means 8 bits. 8 bits are all zeros only in the logic 0. Hence, the decimal value is also 0. All zeros, decimal value also 0. Sorry. Right? Every string is ending with terminated with \0. That is called null character. Why we need terminating with the null character? As we know, a string is not a data type in C. Yeah. What are the primary data types, students? We discussed. I asked in the exam also for 1 mark. What are the primary data types?
Int, char,
float, double, long int. All these are primary data types. But what are derived data types? Arrays, pointers, structures. All these are derived data types. For our convenience, we derive data types from the primary data types. We use the derived data. But string is not the derived data. String is just text. Right? Data types are, they have some size, fixed size. Data types are having some fixed size. Same like character 1 byte, integer 2 bytes, float 4 bytes, like that. Same like, but as we know that string is not a data type in C. It's not a data type, right? But it is considered as a data structure stored in an array. Understood, students? It's not a data type, but data structure. It is a data structure stored in an array. Strings are stored in the arrays. That's why array is the derived data type, but string is not the data type, right? The string is a variable length structure. Depends on the string. It's variable length structure, not the fixed length. And stored in a fixed length array. When array declaration, మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, దాని సైజ్ డిక్లేర్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా, మాక్సిమం సైజ్. బట్ అరే సైజ్ లో మనం దానికి దట్ ఇస్ అ ఫిక్స్డ్ లెంత్. అరే ఇస్ అ ఫిక్స్డ్ లెంత్ డేటా టైప్, బట్ స్ట్రింగ్ ఇస్ ఏ వేరియబుల్ లెంత్ డేటా టైప్. ఆ మాక్సిమం దాంట్లో స్ట్రింగ్ స్టోర్ చేస్తాం మనం. స్ట్రింగ్ ఇస్ నాట్ ఫిక్స్డ్ లెంత్ డేటా స్ట్రక్చర్. It is a variable length structure, right? The array size is not. Array size is not always the size of the string. Most of it is much larger than the string stored in it. Yeah, same thing I told you. Same array also we have taken 8, 10, 10, right? But string also same. Array size is 10. You can't take the 10 characters. String 4 or 5 also you can take. That's less size. The array size is not always the size of the string. Most often it is much larger than the string stored in it. Array size right? Therefore, the last element of array need to not represent the end of the string. మనం అన్ని ఇప్పుడు అరేని 10 క్యారెక్టర్స్ అరే డిక్లేర్ చేసినాం మనం సపోజ్. But string also we are declaring as just like array. 10 size of the array is 10, right? Then string you have taken 5 only. Remaining 5 we need to take the null characters. Remaining 5 we need to take the. See, I will show the example also. So we need to wait to some determine end of the string data, and the null character serves as the end of string maker, string marker. You should take this. See this declaration of string. How to declare the array, students? How to declare the array? Int name of the array and a square bracket size of the array. That's it, and semicolon. But declaration of string also same. Array is same like int the data type space array name in the square brackets size of the array. Same like declaration of string. String you can declare char. You need to take the character data type for the strings. But we are declaring just like array. The general form of the declaration of string variable is char. String name, the size, same like character. But take int float also for the arrays, but you are taking character data type for the string. Right? C does not support a string as a data type. I already discussed. So it allows us to represent the strings as characters, just like take the character. So see the declaration of character. Declaration of the string variable is character space. That's the data type. Data type is character, string name, and size. Here the size determines the number of characters in the string name. String name. I'll show this. See this, students. See this. Generally, we declare the one dimensional array. One dimensional array. How we declare a data type. Space array name, size of the array, and semicolon. This is one dimension array. The strings, how can you declare? String is also character array. I already told you. Data type we take the only. Here example is int array name is a 10 characters, 10 values. Strings we can declare char character array. The string name instead of array name, string name, and size of the string, size of the string, semicolon. That's the difference. That is the difference to difference between the one dimensional array and string. Character, string name, size. Example, char name 10. Name is the name of the string. NAME is the name of the string. When the compiler assigns a character string to a character array, it automatically supplies a null character. 10 తీసుకున్నాం మనం ఒక స్ట్రింగ్ ఇచ్చాం అనుకోండి, 10 లేదనుకోండి, it takes the remaining places, takes null character at the end of the string. That's it. Therefore, the size should be equal to the maximum number of characters in the string plus 1. It is null character. How can you identify the string is closed? By saying that null character. See this. Initialization of the string. Like numeric arrays, character array may be initialized when they are declared. So we can assign. One dimensional, how to declare, how to assign, initialize. Right? Int a of 10 equals in the flower brackets elements. They are separated by comma and semicolon. In the one dimensional array. Here also same, you take the flower brackets, or in double quotes also you can take. Character, string name, size equal to list of characters in the double quotes, you can take semicolon. Or character, same like one dimension also you can take list of the characters. But whenever you take, see the example, char city, name of the string is city 9. You are taking New York, but you are taken size maximum 9, but you are taken only including white space there only 8. But other last one is null character is supplied. See this example, char city. So list of the characters are separated by commas, but each character is will write in the each character in the single quote. I already told. City 9, New York, you can write directly also. If you write in the double quotes, character city 9 in the double quotes, New York, you can write the name of the city. That all the characters are written. If you want to write in a double flower brackets, each character is separated like this. New. N comma, E comma, W. All these are in the single quotes, New York. no space, and at the end of the string, all the characters, we should supply the null character. C also permits to initialize a character array without specifying the number of elements in such cases. Yeah, that's number of characters also you can. We mentioned here character CT 9. Without supplying the size also we can write. Without writing the size also, it will be determined automatically based on the number of elements initialized. Example, the say character string, name of the string is string only. Yes, good. Defines the arrays as 5 elements only. Here, GOOD and null character. Actually, GOOD only 4 characters. We should supply the null character end of the string. That is \0. That is 0. That's why we are not mentioning size of the array, size of the character array. The name is string, but not mention size. It takes only 5. Whatever you take, that is the size of the array. See, array string has a 5 elements array. That's a 5 elements array. We can also declare the size much larger than the string size in the initialization. We can take like suppose character 10, char string 10 good is permitted because we are taking only 4, including one remaining only 4, but size is 10. String size is 10 characters, but good is only GOOD 4, but remaining 6 you can supply the null characters. So because maximum size is 10, no? In this case, the computer creates a character array of size 10. Places the value is good in it, and it terminates with the null character and initialize all the other elements to null also. GOOD and last character is null character, and remaining 5k also null character supplies because maximum size is 10. Character name. One more example. Character name is a string name. 6 size is 6. Mamata, MATA, all the 6 characters. But in this case, the output will not be Mamata because where is the null character? But it contains some garbage value like Mamata, some depends on the system, depends on the compiler. Because arguments examples are initialized with the 6, which is exactly equal to the number of characters inside the value braces. So we need to supply. That's why you take the name 7. If you take, it gives the correct output. The null character must be included, and the argument must be 7 instead of 6. That's it. Because in the Mamata there are 6 characters. But where is how can you produce that null character? That's why you take the 7. Size is 7. Meru size mention cheyakapoyina no problem. If you mention size 6, if you give the 6 character, where should we keep the null character? That's why it gives the garbage value. Students, are you following? So that's why null character must be included in the whenever you mention the size. Yeah. Reading the strings. How to read the one-dimensional array, students? How to read one-dimensional array? I will write all. How to read one-dimensional. How to initialize one-dimensional array. This is declaration. Strings declaration. Declaration. Initialization is also you can write. I am comparing with one-dimensional array. 1D. How to declare the 1D? How to initialize 1D? Students? How to initialize one-dimensional array? Initialization. I already told you.
Name of the array, square bracket, size of the array.
I'm writing example directly instead of writing directly. Initialization, right? Int array name, then suppose, right? In the flower brackets, list of values, and semicolon. List of values within the list of values. No need to write this. Double quotes. List of values, they are separated by commas. In this strings, character, name of the string name, size. Size equals to in the double quotes. Whatever I explained, list of characters, I can write double quotes. R character string name, size equals to, in the flower brackets, you can write list of characters. They are separated by same like this. Second one is just like arrays. List of values there. This is list of characters. Huh? They are separated by commas, and each character is in a single code. Right? This is initialization. Now, I already explained string declaration. Next. Yeah. How to read the one-dimensional array?
Using for loop.
Very good. Single for loop. Two-dimensional array?
Two for loops.
Two for loops. Nested for loops, right? One is for row and one is for. Very good. Scanf is same like ampersand of here. Yeah, reading of the strings also same. Reading 1D for I equal to 0. I less in size of the array. Inte kadamma. And scanf, the integer type, percentile D, ampersand of Fi. This is how to read the one-dimensional array. I explained everything. Right? Now, reading of strings. Reading the strings. Very simple. No need declaration first. First declare. Char. String name is str name. I'm taking the str name is 10 or 11, whatever. You take this. Now scanf. Scanf. Percentile. Yes. Percentile yes. And yeah, this is very important. This is reading of array. But it is integers, ampersand of, percentile D, ampersand of A, ampersand N. If it is array, ampersand of A of I. Because I already told you, or arrays, all these are data types. But string is not the data type. That's why no need to take the ampersand to, no need to assign the memory location, memory address location. That's why no need to take the ampersand for the strings. Remember this, students. Understood? Don't write ampersand of. Simply, here the scanf has got a limitation that it terminates its input on the first while blocks. Yeah, I will tell that. That's I will tell. Yeah. If you take the scanf, it gets a different. Aర్థమైందా మీకు how to read the string elements, string characters, string name. చెప్పమ్మా. Any doubt?
No, sir.
ఓకే. ఇప్పుడు scanf వల్ల కొంచెం డిసడ్వాంటేజ్ ఉంది. ఏంటంటే మధ్యలో వైట్ స్పేస్ వచ్చింది అనుకో, సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ఐ గివ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. If I give like this, yeah, I will show in the compiler. I will show you. Scanf, how to read the